Karibuni tena to Kaluhi'S kitchen. For me, I'm really excited to be back here. I took the whole of August off because it was my birthday month and I really needed to rest, and I'm excited to be back here to develop new recipes with you guys. The sun is out now, it's warm in September, and for the first recipe for this final quarter of 2019, I want us to develop a nice cocktail, and for that, my raspberry and ginger cocktail, nice deep flavors but developed with very simple ingredients, as you will see in the next couple of minutes. Thank you for subscribing, thank you for being here, thank you for giving this video a thumbs up, and with that said, let's get started. Karibuni sana. Kawa, all my ingredients are already laid out, we are ready to go, but a quick run through everything. As you have already figured out, my main ingredient is my raspberries. There was an offer at Carrefour, one punnet went for 150 shillings, so I was like, I have to buy some. You can go with any other berries, strawberries, grapes, loquats, but today I just chose to go with raspberries, and for the flavors I'm developing today, they are the best fruit for this particular cocktail. To complement the sweetness of this fruit, I went with cinnamon as my spice of choice, and to enhance the sweetness just a little bit, I went with some honey. For a bit of complexity and depth, I chose to go with some rosemary and some fresh ginger as well. I love fresh ginger in my cocktails or mocktails. It has to be part of this recipe. Then, because this is a cocktail, there has to be an alcoholic element to it, and for that I chose to go with some whiskey. You can use gin or rum or vodka in place of whiskey, but make sure it's something that will complement the flavors of everything. Don't use a cream liqueur. A whiskey, a rum, a gin or a vodka is best for this recipe. To top everything up, some soda water, and also I want to mention, if you want to have a mocktail in place of a cocktail, you can remove the alcoholic elements from this and just use a bit more soda water, or maybe Stoney, or maybe, I don't know, tonic, I don't know, just to make everything come together well and to increase the volume of your drink. But if you're using alcohol, you'll be making a cocktail. Difference between mocktail and cocktail: cocktail has alcohol, mocktail does not have alcohol. Now that we've covered everything, we're going to proceed to the first step, and for that we're going to make the raspberry syrup, which will be the base of our cocktail, and it's super easy to make, and I'm going to show you just how. Come on. To my sufuria, I'm going to add my raspberries followed by a quarter cup of water. I will then add my cinnamon, my honey, then follow this by my fresh rosemary, and then my ginger. With the mwiko, I'm going to mix everything in while simultaneously mashing the raspberries, and let this simmer for about 10 to 15 minutes until it forms a nice thick syrup. It's been about 10 minutes of my sauce simmering. Everything has come together so well, and it has quite significantly reduced, and that's exactly what you should go for. It is also a bit thick, and I gave it a taste test just to ascertain if the flavors are balanced. I added a bit more honey because I wanted the sweetness of the raspberry to be a bit more enhanced, so that everything will be in balance at the end. So you too as well, make sure you give it a taste test at this stage and adjust for any ingredient if need be. Now that it's thickened as it should be and all the ingredients are balanced as I intended them to be, we're now just going to take this off the heat, then cool it for a couple of minutes, then proceed to compose our cocktail. We are now back here with our raspberry compote, which has now cooled down and ready for the next phase of making our cocktail. It looks very nice and thick, almost like a jam-like texture, and I've given it a taste test and it tastes amazing. I feel it would be also delicious with some ice cream and some fresh cake as well. It's multi-purpose. It's not only for cocktails, it can be used in nearly anything. Now that this is done, or maybe with bacon, when you're serving bacon, you add a tablespoon pap, then you cook it with it. It will be so good. Guy ideas anyway. Now that this is done, as you can see, the next step is already laid out and we're ready to dive in. My glasses are ready, my whiskey is here, my soda water is ready, and also since I don't have a typical shaker for making a cocktail, I'm just going to use an old mug of mine that I use to carry my drinks, and we're going to shake in everything before we combine it into our glasses. The next step, Lazima will work very fast because there's some ice involved, and we're just going to add some ice into our glasses, then some whole raspberries that I set aside for this step, and then after we mix our whiskey and our raspberry compote, we're just going to pour it in, and then we top up with some soda water, and then we are done. For the whiskey, I'm using about a quarter cup of whiskey because I don't like my drinks having some strong alcohol flavor, but if you personally prefer to have a bit more assertive alcohol taste, feel free to add some more, but for me this is what works. Now tumemaliza to explain everything. I hope tumeshikanisha because we have to work fast, eh? Sasa tumalize, then see you on the other side. Of the most delicious raspberry and ginger cocktails have now been created, and I'm so excited to sip this as I go outside, do my work, and sip it on my cocktail. Today is a beautiful day, so make sure you wrap up the day or the coming weekend with a beautiful cocktail such as this one. Don't forget the exact recipe quantities are on my blog, link on my description box. Don't forget to subscribe if you're yet to. I hope you enjoyed this video, short but sweet, and if you have nothing to say, just leave a heart shape in the comment section. I hope you try this pretty pink cocktail, take photos, and share it with everyone you love. Thank you for watching this video. For me, I need to rush, go take photos for this vlog before I wrap up my day. Asanteni sana for being part of the best people on the internet. Thank you. Kwaherini.